What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I just got done unburying my car from snow. It is a very snowy day here in Chicago, and I just wanted to film a little short video really quick and hope that nobody comes up trying to get this parking spot in a shark-like fashion, because that is the neighborhood I live in. But I see an open spot over there, so that's a good sign. Anyway, I just wanted to make a little preview because I'm really exhausted after this weekend of bartending in a live music / comedy / other venue. And I always want to talk about the experience of being a venue bartender, but I'm cautious about it because I go out of my way to not identify where I work or who I work for, because I know that if I did that and spoke about my work, even if it was positive, it could be problematic with my company. So I'm gonna make an attempt in my an upcoming. Okay, oh my God, fell down the stairs. Let me try that again. I'm gonna make an attempt in an upcoming video to talk about what it's like to be a venue bartender in some degree of detail. I imagine down the road when I'm no longer bartending, I might speak more about that, because I just think it's really interesting. I don't know if other people do, but when I was on the other side of the bar going and just seeing shows, I was always kind of curious about what it was like for them. And now that I've had a few years of experience doing that, I would love to share that and just give an idea of what it's like. And I fear that people might think that I'm like whining about how hard my life is. Or no, it's not like that, but it is a very challenging and sometimes intense experience. And I think my perspective as a highly sensitive person is a really relevant aspect of that story, because when you are in environments where there's a lot of movement, there are a lot of bodies, there's a lot of noise, it's just a really interesting experience, and it's a really interesting thing to see how you change. Because when I first started doing it, I was overwhelmed. And as time has gone on, I've developed all these like spidey senses and like an ability to hear things that you wouldn't think I'd be able to hear in a loud environment and stuff like that, you know, and the sensitivity that you develop to people's needs, their body language, like all that stuff. I just think it's really interesting. So I will intend to talk about that. I know I seem like hyped up, probably because I just had some coffee. I chugged that shit down today, man. I was like, I need to wake up. I'm very tired. My body is tired. The last 4 days we had sold out shows, although the last one, it was sold out, but like for some reason the number of people who actually showed up was far fewer. And that was weird because it was like this big buildup for like very little payoff financially. And like, you know, when it's a whole other thing. I'll just say that when you build yourself up for something that's going to be, you expect a certain intensity to it, and we joke with each other that we're going to war, then it ends up not being that. It's like you've built up this adrenaline, and it's kind of a weird feeling of letdown when not even just the money, but you're ready to go, and then it's like not what you expected. So that's kind of weird. But yeah, man, am I worn out. And I also want to make a video. I've been thinking about different things kind of related to this subject, but I want to make a video talking about the things I'm afraid of when it comes to trucking, because I'm about to start training for trucking, and I have a fair amount of fear about different aspects of that. And I know that's not uncommon for people to have fear, but I think because like pretty much all industries, it's a male-dominated field, and there's a lot of pressure on the men who are in it to be stoic or like not share their feelings. And so I think someone coming out and talking about the things they're afraid of is really a good thing. I think more people can benefit from like just openly talking about their fears. And it's not like my fears are any different than probably many other people who do that work. And part of what I would like to talk about, I think, is inspired by the other day. I think it was yesterday. The days blend together when you work as much as I've been working lately. I was watching the This Guy Trucks live stream yesterday, and he was talking about, he had someone, they got in this whole like back and forth about like construction, like you could never do this job and da-da-da, and like it was people, I mean, honestly, it's a little bit of dick waving if you ask me, but or like a dick measuring contest, which I always think is silly. And I'm not saying that Josh was participating in that, because I think he was trying not to participate in that. That's one thing I like about him, is that You know, he's if you're anyone who has seen his channel, if you're a trucker watching this, you probably know who he is. But he gets in the fray, but I think he sort of tries not to get into the same types of dick waving competition, if you will, that some of the people who engage with him try to get into. But long story short, it just made me think about a subject that is really close to home for me, which is I think it's so weird the way that we measure ourselves and our own value and the value of others by what we do for a living. And I think that's something that's really important to discuss, because it comes down to, how do we value ourselves? What measuring stick what are we using to measure our value as human beings? And who is responsible? I won't answer this question. I'll leave you to think about. But who is responsible in our society for making it that way? That we all compare each other's worth and our own worth against, a profession, an income level. There's so much more I want to say on it, and I don't want to just get into all of it now, because I just really wanted to make this sort of a short video to preview. These are some of the things I expect to be discussing in upcoming videos, and I had originally been like, I should film a video on Sunday, and it's like, no, man, I'm tired. I've been working really hard, and I have to go grocery shopping right now, and I really don't want to do that. And I don't mind so much the shopping part. It's more the coming home and trying to find parking in the snow is always a bitch. Like, I live in an area that's really congested and parking is scarce. And what's funny is I have a permit that I pay extra for. I'm sitting on a permit street right now, which is almost a mile away from my apartment. They clearly oversell the permits in the city of Chicago, so that even if you have a permit, it doesn't mean you're going to be able to park there. Not to mention the idea that the cops that are doing the traffic stuff or the parking stuff are checking for permits. Most of the time they're probably not. They're just checking to make sure you have a Chicago City sticker, and if you don't and you're registered to the city, then you're gonna start getting fat tickets that they ticket you $200 a day every day for like 15 days, and then you get a late fee for the ticket and all this stuff, and they'll put a boot on your car. It's brutal. It's all stuff that only affects working people that don't have a lot of money, let's put it that way. But anyway, tangent, I got on another motherfucking tangent. It's what I do. That's a little song for you. I hope you liked it. Time to go to the store. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.